场在那个很重的一个台上。Hey, you stand with us from here on.
Yeah, I need to get this back to Charlie.
You don't need to do anything. You don't need to.
Yeah, we'll get like back on time. He's on the.
It's the blue one. how little does it pick up in the air?
Barbecue show for the day. Hopefully you're at concert. Something else that is iconic in Australian culture, communities figure out. It's very light, refreshing. However, if you've got feelings on morning, be careful. Thank you so much for coming in, Staff Sergeant and F16.
Very agile, so you'll see them turn away and then turn back towards them. You'll be able to see plan with the aircraft, a very compact, very capable airlift.
Now this is an Italian-made aircraft.
It is, and we love it. We love our espressos, and we love this aircraft. Although on the other side of the world, it is well served for working in our Australasian route.
Great manoeuvrability there. Here we go.
Daniel, I think I need Jago for Jago.
These are sharp in there too.
like, no, because then he was like, no, they're on the ground. I was like, yeah.
was developed out of the Greek 17th stable. There's something more beautiful than sitting on the top.
Very distinct tail.
A 100-year-old museum quality fuselage built in September 1925, the 12th ever DH-60 mod that in February 1925 the first of those flew, and Airshows have got some wonderful graphics of that being shown on the graphic called displays here. This fuselage flew in the 1930s in Australia, joined the Air Force during World War II, and went private in the 1950s, but in 1985 it was going to be restored, and this fuselage was judged too badly rotten and weak, and a whole new fuselage was built. So the aircraft still flies today in Australia as Australia's oldest flying aircraft. This is the discarded original fuselage, and we presented it back in its 1925 livery.
Well, 100 years ago, because the Avalon moth series gave us the tiger moth and the gypsy moth and all the other, including the hornet moths. Let's go over to the hornet moth. That's a beautiful segue, Mark. I was going to do it myself, but you stole the thunder. What a lovely aeroplane this is. Tell us about this.
So this belongs to one of the antique aircraft that's
I'll show it to you. As I said, the Avalon runway.
Just have a bit of intel too from our Royal Australian Air Force people that there are some people
Showcasing today as it comes through quite low. And I'll hand over now to Scotland Neil White, who will lead us through this display.
We get ourselves rearranged here in the commentary booth. Relax, settle back. We're in for a bit of
The E7 for BJs, this is on its own production line.
They've been employed around the world over the last few years to replace the P3 and from the UK the Nimrod. So how much of a difference is there? Was it a jet engine?
Capability that we have, so we can split submarine and tracker.
Internal weapon bay. I was just thinking, can you operate from your base?
Here has it's got a plane.
Now, he's got his wheels down, but obviously not going to land. Tell me, what is that called? What sort of parts?
The dirty parts.
What does that mean?
The types are out, the gears down, we can fit the aircraft for a simulated landing. And the aircraft makes the drags into the clean parts.
And the top of the horn student, what happened?
Not at all, no, I think.
So ASW, like anti-surface warfare, and a search and rescue helicopter made and manufactured by Sikorsky and Lockheed Martin.
Showing us what it can actually do, pushing the limits.
It's a modified Black Hawk helicopter, effectively. So Seahawk is the Royal Australian
Planned to technical weight.
Generally speaking, helicopters have a longer
anything from a rescue limits down to a hook, on wire, everything to
Bit of a high performance helicopter.
of a dipping maneuver. So
Very high up nose attitude there.
I'm just hovering, giving a nod to it.
Probably a wire attached to a sonar point, I believe.
Exactly right. Yeah. So listening for signals from submarines in that ASW. XUW, that's the.
And I'm very happy to say we have a subject matter expert, somebody who flies these, Ben Martin of the Royal Australian Navy. Ben, thanks for joining us.
machine, and particularly flying like Michael Ski's flying at the moment. It's all hands and feet coordination, so trying to get those numbers and get it really nice and accurate, yeah, is a lot of concentration. The seal does have some very good water hold and stability, but yeah, Michael's only relying on his hands and feet skills at the moment. And funnily enough, it does, after all, become like driving a car.
And we're going to see the pirouettes here. We are.
There's a lot of it's all hands and feet, so both hands, so it's cycling input, you've got collective to maintain your height, and then you're adjusting your pedals to maintain a constant rotation. Laser in there, which is one of our main weapons we carry, is the Hellfire missile, which is the laser guided missile, so targeting and laser. So in the cockpit we have a particular controller.
I'm excited for this. Can you walk us through this one?
Yeah, the tail with a running landing, balancing on the tail. That is probably the hardest thing we do at the Airshow here. Trying to keep, I've got a challenge, I've got to beat that tomorrow now. It's not quite well there.
We see at the front there's like a round dish.
That's radar, so one of the big features of the Sea is radar, and it's specifically designed for detecting ships and particularly submarine periscopes out at sea. Really quite a good bit of equipment.
Just a reminder that still to come, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the F-22 Raptor may not be able to display today, but we had some absolutely fantastic action over homegrown action here. Our Roulette, we still have those B-17 Globemaster on Hawk speed, and of course, the Super Hornet Neil and Hempsey will be leading us through that. That is something that you do not want to miss.
Now, we use these as primary trainers, despite the fact that they're built like hot rods and they're very slick. So that was the role of the two aircraft we saw that have just taken the wing.
Yeah, that's right. So technology and some automation and some simulation. You can come off the street, and in most respects it's about 210 horsepower, and that was well enough horsepower for me to learn. And yeah, after learning all that, I got onto the predecessor of the aircraft that are lining up now, the PT9, and then I went on to P3 Orions and then P8 Poseidons, which is still early.
There you go. Expert commentary for sure, and I'm just...
jumped out of the plane. Luca.